All right, I am live. Live. Welcome. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here to do a reading for water signs today, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or anyone else who happens to tune in. Maybe your intuition brought you, maybe the title brought you. That could be a part of your intuition. Anyway, thank you for being here. And also, my readings are timeless. And I am doing the usual thing. I have chosen 3 cards from Wisdom of the Oracle, and then I will clarify with some other decks. So, this reading, there's big change. Big change coming. The first card is No Place Like Home in the protection position. And this speaks all about this idea of if you do what you did, you get what you got. And it's time to move towards the unfamiliar. Just because something feels right doesn't necessarily mean it's what's actually right for you. It's just because we're more comfortable with the familiar, even if it's something that is not necessarily good for us. And so this is saying, like, it's time to just move towards the unfamiliar. And it could feel a little weird at first because it doesn't feel right. But you know, try and be flexible, because the next card is flexible in the protection position. And this is talking about being rigid and being stuck to old ways of thinking, old ideas. um, Old ways of being stuck to old things that you have naturally been drawn to, but have ultimately not left you in your happy place. Or maybe they did at one time and things are changing now, because we have a change in the wind. So the change is inevitable. It's coming. It's coming quick. And it kind of speaks about a storm, potentially a storm brewing. But I think in this case, it's all about embracing the change, knowing that something definitely needs to change in a very fundamental way, and to become flexible in allowing that change, accepting that change, embracing the change, being proactive about the change, rather than trying to cling tight to the past, to, again, what you've naturally been drawn to. And it's time to move in the opposite direction. So okay, I'm going to start with the good tarot. Colette Baron Reed. Do a little quick shuffle here. I always shuffle my cards before I start. I won't say always. I usually shuffle my cards before I start. This one. Ace of Fire. A new beginning. A new passionate beginning. Something that's lighting you up. We will find out what this new beginning is all about. Justice. This is interesting. This card keeps coming up in a lot of my readings, but this is finding the balance, cutting away. This card specifically speaks to me because she's got the sword, cutting away the old, what does not serve, or what you've outgrown some things, and really getting to that place of understanding that it is time to move in a different direction. And it lands on top of this flexible card. So this could also be cutting away the need or the desire in you to hang on to something really tightly. That again is not in your best interest anymore. Daydream and Tarot, good morning. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Eight of Fire. Going on a journey. Could be literal. But could also be this journey of going within and getting clear on what direction do you want to move in now? That's, again, it's unfamiliar, not totally comfortable, but maybe something is drawing you, is compelling you. And this is swift change and forward momentum. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I hope you are doing well too. Let's see. Yep, a journey, going out of town, a mini vacay. Good. Oh, that's so good. I mean, you're going on a journey. You're going on a literal journey. That's exciting. I'm gonna look in my book because I know there are more things that I am missing, like the Ace of Fire, spirit-powered action, inspired transformation, and access to co-creative power. Yeah, unlimited potential for transformation. So this moving away from the familiar towards the unfamiliar is a big transformation for you. And it's inspired. It's you tapping into your intuition and the universe, and that is your direct line to the universe, to your higher power. Okay. Justice, I'll just look just in case. Oh yeah, and this is about karma. I think in this case, cutting away karmic situations that, again, you've come to a place of having outgrown something. Some cycle is completing. It says the law of cause and effect is in play now as you use elements in your life. Oh, as you see elements in your life balance out. So there's a natural balancing in this change. And Eight of Fire. I am in air. Where's fire? Fire. Yeah, gathering momentum, celebrating swift changes, travel, and transformation again. Transformation is really good. Change is always really good. I mean, again, it can be difficult. We humans, we like our comforts. We like familiar. We don't want to change. It can be uncomfortable. Growing pains are often not comfortable. But again, change is inevitable. And it's going to happen whether you like it or not. So you might as well move towards the change with curiosity rather than shrinking back with fear. And I feel like there is, I don't know, looking at this, she's on the back of the panda, but she's got the fan in front of her face, and I'm feeling it's kind of like what I just said, where it's like knowing you have to move forward, but you're kind of peeking over the thing, like, oh, what's to come? Like there's a little bit of fear there, that there's traveling. You know that there's a journey, and kind of she's not totally curious. And yet she's on the back of the panda. So it's like, this is your higher power. And she's just like, okay, I'm here for the ride, but I'm not totally sure that I want to see everything that's coming along. So I might just try and hide my face. Mad Soul Tarot, welcome. But again, try and recognize that part of yourself that's like, that's a little bit fearful, that's a little bit shrinking back, and maybe put the fan down. Know that you're going to be fine. That you're going to be moved where you need to go. Okay, so then Oracle Tarot is next. Big journey, big transformation. The old, cutting away the familiar, what feels right, which is actually not right anymore. So much forward movement. Yes. Purposeful action. Yeah. Taking that purposeful action to cut away what you know is not right for you anymore. Purposeful action towards something new. And she's balancing here, but this makes me think of a skateboard. And it's sometimes, especially if you're not very good at it, you can fall and really hurt yourself. Speaking from experience here, learning to find your balance, and there's a little bit of a fear in that forward. It's like, well, in this card, okay, what I'm seeing here is that she's got her hands out, she's balanced, but she is leaning back a little bit rather than forward. And again, there's kind of this shrinking away. And so to recognize that there is some fear, and that's okay, it's natural, it's normal, but also step into that place of curiosity, which is that forward lean towards what might be coming. Sorry, not what might be coming, what is coming. Big change is coming. Ego, internal politics. Yeah, it's stuck in this rigid place of not wanting things to change. Again, there's this huge message of like knowing you need to move forward, but then you don't want to. And typically with change, it's like it is very disruptive quite often, but it's so necessary. You're needing to move, again, moving towards towards the new, stepping away from the swords. This is it's like holding yourself in a place that's painful, that's uncomfortable, and you don't, how do I say it? It's like when you're dealing with your ego. Your ego wants to keep you safe, wants to keep you in a familiar place. And to recognize that and say thank you, acknowledge it, because we can't get rid of our ego. That's a part of being human. Instead, you acknowledge it and you thank it. Like, yes, it's trying to help you. And yet it's coming from a place of not, it doesn't have the whole picture. And your intuition, your soul, your higher power does have the bigger picture. And so, kind of stepping away from the swords and being like, thanks, ego, but actually, I don't need to keep myself here in this place. I need to let myself be curious and move towards what is inevitable. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that was interesting. Okay. I tried to pick up my deck and the raven popped out. Magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. Yeah. Knowing that because the universe does have your back, you are on its back going for a ride, that there is magic in the journey. You will have these synchronistic events. Coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence, but you get the idea. It's like all the things are going to show up for you as you move forward. That even though you're stepping into the unknown, each step becomes becomes clear to you, and things line up as if by magic. All right. That's the High Priestess. Discernment, prescience, prophecy, and vision. Yeah, this is about, I feel like, stepping into your power, into your knowing that everything I've said is true, that the universe does have your back, that you are being led. It's a divine journey. You are being divinely led. And this is, she's completely in touch with her intuition. She has her spiritual connection, and knows at the deepest core of herself that that everything is working the way it's supposed to, happening the way it's supposed to. Vision, prophecy. She's this is like you being given downloads, the synchronicities, the thoughts that you have, the even the songs you hear, or the random conversations, or somebody says something to you and it's just like, whoa, okay, like it's all, this is you being in alignment with with the messages coming in. And I feel like there's definitely this sense of a little bit of a struggle within yourself, of the sometimes you're really good at trusting and having faith that things are going to work out, and then sometimes you kind of fall into like the worry, the doubt, the fear, as we do. Again, the unknown is not comfortable. We want to know. The owl, deception and wisdom. Deception, that's interesting. Yeah, for sure, the wisdom. I think this is about deceiving yourself. Again, like I was just saying, the struggle of, there's some kind of deception within yourself, maybe. And it could also speak to deception in some kind of situation that you're in, that you need to move away from. And that's a part of the change. But also the wisdom and tapping in to that part of yourself that knows exactly what to do in any given moment. When we look forward, we don't know what to do because we're not ready for those further steps along the path. We're only ready for what's right in front of us. So to try and keep your focus in the present. All right, I'm getting Osho. Let's see what Osho has to say. Clinging to the past. Clinging to the past. Being kind of rigid about releasing, but knowing, I mean, look, this falls on top. This is the same pile. It's going from this to this. This makes you shrink in fear. This is moving forward with curiosity and wonder and excitement. And yeah, again, I'm kind of getting this this kind of back and forth in you, this struggle between the two. Aloneness. What's interesting about this is I feel like I need to make the distinction here that aloneness does not equate to loneliness. That aloneness is actually really important. Like this, is this the hermit? Might be. Looks very hermit-like, is kind of coming to the edge here and looking out, and there is light kind of, there's a light in the darkness, but it's not totally clear. It's not clear at all. And this is like you coming to the edge, knowing that you have to make these changes. And having the wisdom to know that there is something that lies beyond here. Where'd that go? Yeah, okay. Silence. And I think the aloneness speaks to this, that spending time alone in reflection, in introspection, allows you to tap into your intuition. And because you're doing that, it's tapping you into that ability to trust, to have faith, to your higher power, which is leading you exactly where you need to go. Okay. Where are we at? Oh, doing good. Even with all my splaining, still doing good. Felt like I had a lot of splaining to you last time. This one's a little, I don't know. It's fine. Whatever. Karmic completion. Yep. Things are ending, and it's for the best to understand that and know that you want to go from being rigid to being flexible, that whatever's ending, it's meant to be done. Cycle's over. It's time for the change. What number is this? Oh, some kind of major arcana. I don't know the deck, but anyway. Huge karmic cycle coming to an end. Yep. Yep. Spirituality. Tapping in, having your spiritual practices, which allows you to tap into your wisdom, tap into your intuition. I feel like the hermit, if that is in fact what this card is, I don't remember. But that taking the time to be alone is allowing you it's a part, what am I saying? It's like the time spent alone is meant to tap into your higher power, to your spirituality, and knowing that you're a spiritual being having a human experience, and whatever you are facing, it's for your highest good, and this too shall pass, and you will be so much better for it. Okay. Spiritual partnership. Partnership with your higher power, and maybe you haven't been so connected, and also meeting other people, like, if we're talking about clinging to the past, like, I can't help, like, for example, like a relationship that has ended or needs to end, and by tapping into your spirituality, if we are talking about relationship, for example, um, it was not so spiritually based. And now that you're tapping into this part of yourself where you're on this journey, it's not just about the 3D reality. There's something bigger. You have some kind of mission. I feel you're being called, and so as you embrace the change, step into it, allow it to happen, it's going to bring you to somebody who does align with you. And it doesn't have to be a relationship. I mean, I should say romantic relationship. Everything is a relationship. But ultimately, that you're being led to people that align with you in a much deeper way. That is not all surfacey. And that I feel like there's going to be so much more fulfillment in your life because of it, because you are tapping into your deeper purpose of what you're meant to do, your mission, your whole way of being is completely transforming. So, yay. It's good. It is not comfortable, but it's necessary, and will end up so awesome. Just, again, have faith, be flexible. Change is inevitable. It's coming. It's all right. It's gonna happen swiftly. You're gonna gain momentum as you go, and you will be given all the things you need along your path on your journey. So anyway, thank you for being here, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day and night and tomorrow, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah! And if you haven't already, like and subscribe.